Some people in Northern Europe were surprised when they found a very strange rock. I don't know what kind of stone it is, but its color is very similar to flesh and blood. Legend has it that it is the flesh of petrified giants. Because it was not suitable to exist in the New Age, God destroyed them, and they turned to stone. These rocks look nothing more than chunks of meat. Not only that, people also discovered rocks with strange shapes, such as human faces and bodies. The mountains look like human muscles. Do you believe there are giants turned to stone in the world?
Out this video how people are claiming that these Himalayan mountains used to be some kind of giants, and that this pink salt looks a lot like flesh and blood from a being.
On petrified giants, whatever happened to them most probably happened fast and simultaneously. Now, do I believe that they are 100% petrified? And the answer is yes and no. If giants are real, like the Bible, Dead Sea Scrolls, and other literature defines, they were not born of the same flesh like me and you, so I think they were only stopped but not destroyed. And these pink salt mines and these flesh-looking stones are part of their bodies harvested from the earth. And for us to deny the similarities that this was once some living tissue, when pictures and video show layer by layer the truth.
This man took the life of his 16-year-old niece when he found out she was pregnant with his child. In 2018, Jonathan Quiles was forcing his 16-year-old niece Ayana to have an intimate relationship with him. One day, Jonathan found out she was pregnant, and she told him that the only one that could be the father was him. She also told him that she had every intention of keeping her baby. Jonathan grew nervous, and as months passed, the baby coming meant everyone would soon find out about his dark secret. Jonathan then came up with a disturbing plan to keep his family from finding out what he had done. Jonathan lured Ayana to his work, took her life by shooting her, and then dumped her body in a dumpster nearby. Weeks passed and police were eventually tipped off to Jonathan's involvement by his own brother. His brother knew Jonathan had a relationship with Ayana, but decided that he couldn't protect him anymore. After Jonathan was arrested, he maintained his innocence, but slipped at the worst possible moment. In the middle of his trial, Jonathan was secretly recorded by a jailhouse informant talking about the murder. Jonathan explained why he killed his niece, how he did it, and even where he hid her body. The jury was in complete shock when the recording was played out loud, and they didn't waste any time deliberating on their decision. Following the conclusion of his trial, Jonathan was sentenced to life in prison, but just narrowly escaping the death sentence. Thank you for watching. Like and follow for more true crime case breakdowns.
From the beginning, there was never any war between the United States and the Soviet Union. It was created by those at the top to fund the New World Order and the New World Order's police force. At the highest levels of all countries, they all belong to the same club. And we, the people, sit back and we watch this grand drama, which is being played out for our benefit, not theirs. If it wasn't for us, they wouldn't even have to do any of this. But you see, they just can't come out and destroy all of us because they need slaves. They need people to make their shoes and make their cars and mine the ore. They need worker bees, and that's what we are. In the New World Order, we will be the worker bees, the slaves. Most people are no better than animals who do not have intelligence because they don't use their intelligence. And to these men who control things behind the scenes, you are stakes on the table by choice and consent, and will always be ruled and manipulated and enslaved by people who do use their brains.
Why the fuck would a UFC commentator come out to warn the country? Just watch the shit.
Apparently there was some sort of a warning about the power going out, right?
Yeah, in the U.S. we have 3 grids. All 3 grids are fucked, right? The East and the West and the Texas grids. Power grids shut down. What happens? You can't transport shit, right? You can't get cash. Fuel doesn't get to the gas stations. Food doesn't get to the stores. Heat issues, obviously. Water supplies. They were never built to withstand physical attacks. They certainly were never designed to withstand a cyber attack. And that's where the next big battle is going to be fought. They're going to bring it to the homeland.
Now, didn't Trump just mention this in a speech?
The big problem is we need double the energy we currently have in the United States. Can you imagine? You don't have to hook into the grid, which is old and, could be taken out. If it's taken out, they wouldn't have any electricity.
And now we have another one of his friends literally telling us how and when to prepare.
A couple of things that you need to have on hand would be some type of a water filtration system, a generator, but on top of that, some type of a solar inverter. I would get a Faraday bag to put those generators in, figure out what electronics you think you're actually going to need the most, maybe light, heat, because if the grid goes down, there's not going to be any heat, and it's going to be extremely cold in some places. But another thing people don't think about is tools. Hand tools to be able to increase the infrastructure in your house and protect against the desperation of humanity that's coming.
And when this happens, information is going to be the most powerful resource because nobody's going to know what to do. Which is why everybody in my family has one of these. How to build your own water filter. How to make your own solar power system. How to build a water heater because it's the winter time. How to protect your house against intruders. Preserving fuel. A survival garden. All types of shit. This is something that I think every single family should at least have one copy of, but it's already sold out once this month. So if you see the orange shopper cart somewhere down here, they might still be in stock.
This guy right here says they looking for the chosen, and you are absolutely correct. Hey y'all, did y'all know that there are tons of studies done on various groups of mosquitoes, and the majority of those group of mosquitoes, did y'all know that they prefer type O blood type? Did y'all know that? Check this out, y'all. It says some researchers indicate that certain mosquito species, like those that carry dengue fever, prefer to feed on people with type O blood. A 2019 journal found that mosquitoes chose a type O blood feeder more than any other different types of blood. So you're telling me that they're providing these mosquitoes feeders with blood in it. And who's doing that? I want to know who's doing this. Because, this indicates that these things are created. Could this be the reason why that this man found this mosquitoes with a patent number on it? A number that says 38? So when I put the word mosquito into gematria, it gave me 33. And you know what else gives me 33? Reptilians. Very interesting. Could they be the one creating the mosquitoes? I mean, who would be giving mosquitoes a feeder with blood in it? Huh? Who? We all know how very important the number 33 is. Let's do a recap. 33 is a master teacher number, symbolizing spiritual enlightenment, divine wisdom, and the bridge between material and the divine. It represents the Kundalini energy rising through the 33 vertebrae of the human spine and activating higher consciousness. In Freemasonry, the highest publicly known degree is 33 degrees, signifying the complete mastery of illumination. And we all know your boy Jesus was crucified as the age of 33, symbolizing a completion of his divine mission. So now let me ask you a question. Do you think these people are trying to stop a divine mission from happening? Are they trying to stop a certain blood type from ascertaining what's called Christ consciousness or activating the higher consciousness, the higher mind? I don't know, y'all, but why is this a thing? And why are mosquitoes getting fed with blood? And how do they know about that? So yes, y'all, I just thought y'all should know that because I've been seeing the blood bust everywhere. Please protect yourself because, these people are out here and they're looking for us. But nonetheless, this video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.